Hello and welcome to the cabin of the Mercedes-Benz C-Class Coupé. So the Coupé, along with the rest of the C-Class range, the Estate, Saloon and Cabriolet, received a facelift in 2018. So it's the usual things, updates to the styling, the interior equipment, and also there's actually a new engine which is quite exciting with mild hybrid technology. Now, for the C-Class Coupé, there's new bumpers, front and rear, which is quite mandatory for a facelift. There's LED headlamps as standard. At the rear, according to the press release, there are more accentuated rear LED lights. And the AMG line model, of course, has that beautiful diamond radiator grille with the chrome pins and 18-inch alloys as standard, whereas this model now has 19-inch alloys added as an option. But thankfully the car looks just as good as the day it was launched. It's easily one of the best looking coupes out there and probably one of the best looking cars on the road. This car really says that you have arrived. It looks expensive. Now the range starts from about €38,000 in Ireland. The AMG line models start from about €41,000. This AMG line I'm driving with the C200, that's the new engine, and with an automatic gearbox, comes in at about €47,000. The C-Class Coupé has a stunning interior. It really is special. It looks expensive and it feels expensive. Everything you could want from your premium coupe. The material fit and finish is excellent throughout. There's a lovely mix of materials, including this open pore ashwood in the centre console. It's just really stunning. I love these circular air vents and these sculpted leather seats. So as part of the facelift, the interior has had a little bit of a technology upgrade in that you can now get a digital instrument panel. Now this car does have the analog dials, which look fine, and there's also the option of this 10.25-inch screen for the infotainment, which I think is really worth investing in because the standard screen is 7-inch, so it's smaller and it doesn't fit this space as well. This looks more premium. It comes as part of the Advantage pack with a few extra bits. It's over €3,000, but yeah, I think it's worth it. Now in terms of space, obviously it's very accommodating up front. It's a bit tighter in the back, you'll fit two back there. And the boot is 360 litres, so it's kind of like your average hatchback, but obviously the aperture is quite narrow because it's a coupe, but I still think it's adequate for the sort of luxury lifestyle that this car is aimed at. I have the C200, which is the new 1.5 litre turbo petrol with EQ boost, which is a 48 onboard electrical system with a belt-driven alternator to improve performance and efficiency. Now I was really excited about picking this car up and trying it out because it's new and it's petrol, and usually I drive diesel Mercedes, so it was something exciting. It's got 184 horsepower, so it's definitely not underpowered, and mated to the 9-speed automatic gearbox, the power delivery is relatively smooth, as you would expect from a Mercedes. Now, the engine is definitely noisier than what I was expecting. When I got into it, if I hadn't have known that it was a petrol, I would have thought it was a diesel, because of the idle note and when you're stopping and starting in traffic, and if you ask it to do something quickly, it does make a bit of a racket. But when you're coasting, it is very quiet, and as I said, it's got plenty of power. My fuel efficiency over a week of driving, I suppose, is about 7.5 litres per 100 kilometres, so I suppose it's okay for a petrol driven coupe. And the motor tax is €390 per year. On the road, the Mercedes-Benz C-Class Coupé moves over the tarmac in a very special, serene way. I think that's where your money is invested in this car. You know, you're very well insulated from your environment. It's not the sportiest choice in the segment, but it's still got rear wheel drive agility and it can hustle through corners quickly and accurately. So to sum up the C200, I absolutely adore how this car looks. I mean, it's so good looking, it's so handsome, it just says that you've arrived. People are going to be very jealous of you in this car. It looks expensive. Yeah, it is expensive. The interior is beautiful as well. It's very characteristic Mercedes. They've packaged it all well in this smaller car. You don't feel like you've been shortchanged at all. The C200, it's innovative, but I'm not entirely convinced of it just yet. I think I prefer the thick, syrupy power of the diesels. I never thought I'd hear myself saying that, but there you go. But certainly if you're an urban driver, it's worth a test drive. It's probably more suitable to your kind of driving.